Are you feeling the calling to start or grow a business that is so aligned with you and everything that makes up who you are? Do you know that there has to be a way to do this without so much hustle and without chasing the latest shiny object, but you're just not sure how? You can definitely have a dream business that improves, not consumes your life, that allows you to work with soulmate clients while helping you and your family financially and in all ways. You can elevate yourself to be the entrepreneur who has all of her desires. I'm going to show you how on the Elevated Femmes movement. Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Elevated Femmes movement. I'm so happy to be here to greet you in the new year and to welcome you to all the episodes that I have planned for you. I'm just so excited to be able to share all this great content with you and to really help you either start your podcast, elevate your existing podcast, or just help you grow your business in a way that lights you up. And if that means inspiring you to think of new ideas or to stick to your existing ideas, whatever that might mean, I'm here for you. And I'm just so glad that I get to do this. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about how we sometimes sabotage our results by creating these, New Year's goals, New Year's resolutions. And when I was a fitness coach, this oftentimes entailed making resolutions to get back in shape, get back to the gym, lose weight, eat healthier, all these things that we just kind of said we would do. They're just great ideas. They sound great. These are things that we want, but there's no actual step-by-step process to get there. And the same thing happens when we're business owners. We sometimes just come up with some arbitrary number, whether it's, I want to make 500K in my business this year, or whether it's I want to have 2,000 downloads every month on my podcast. We have all these numbers that we want to hit, but we don't always have that step-by-step process to actually achieve that goal. And that is what keeps us stuck. That is what keeps us frustrated. And, we get into this cycle of just setting a goal, not knowing how to reach it, or, spinning our wheels and then being like, oh, I can't do this. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should change my mind. Maybe I need to go find some shiny object to help me have some overnight results. And in reality, that doesn't really work. So I want this episode to just be a reminder to yourself. Number one, be kind to yourself. The fact that you're listening to my show means that if you found me before when I was a fitness coach, it means that you value your well-being, right? You want to take better care of yourself. You value self-care. You know that movement is important. You know that eating nutritious foods is important. And if you found me a little bit later, once I've already relaunched the Elevated Femmes movement, and you are a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you also know that you want to elevate yourself and your business. And that starts by having that self-care mentality. That means putting yourself first, even above your business sometimes. It means saying no to things. It means making sacrifices sometimes. It means resting when your body needs it and when your mind needs it. So I hope that is at the top of your, I'm not going to say priorities, I'm not going to say goals or resolutions. I'm going to say priorities. I hope that that's at the top of your priority not just for 2023, because it feels like a nice thing to say at the start of a year, of a new year, but I hope that it's every day, every new year. It's the same. And from there, I want to remind you to think about, what is the life that you want to live? Maybe you want to travel a lot, or maybe that's not really for you. Maybe you have young children like me. And, we love to travel, but I don't want to travel, every month. That's just too much for me. Definitely want to travel a few times a year. But what is it that actually lights you up? What is it that you actually love doing? Do you love coaching? Do you love working with people in a one-on-one capacity over like having large groups? Do you want more intimate settings to be able to serve your people? I know I love that. I know I prefer that. And that was one thing that I learned about myself after having my fitness coaching business, which totally do not regret. It was an amazing thing. It served me well, and it served so many people very well. But at the end of the day, I just realized that, yes, I had the potential of like creating something where I could serve hundreds of people at the same time. But where I actually felt like I made the most value and transformation to somebody was when we had those one-on-one interactions, or at least like those small group interactions. And so when I rebranded, when I created this new business, my second business, I knew that working very intimately with entrepreneurs was a core value of mine. Just like that personalization, that ability to have high attention to detail was really important to me. And I like being in the spotlight a little bit. I don't really love it so much. So I prefer to sort of be in a place where I am in, like the right hand of somebody, where I'm helping them with some of the key marketing things in their business. Essentially helping them with their podcasting, helping them create a podcast that allows them to share their voice, share their message out into the world, that helps them get listeners who become loyal followers, who then, becomes a no-brainer for them to work with them. And that is important to me because the people that I like working with, and that's probably you if you're listening to this, I like people who are heart-led, they're value-based. Yes, making a great income is important to them. Yes, they want to provide well for their families, but they also have a vision that's larger than just them and like their circle, their intimate circle. They want to make an impact on the world. And they're doing this by, teaching people, doing similar things that I did, my first business. So they're helping people with their well-being, with their fitness, with their personal growth. So whether that means that you are a business coach or a mindset coach or a health coach, anything in that area, you're my people. I really appreciate what you do, and I know that you can make such a big, huge, tremendous impact in this world, in this lifetime, and maybe beyond, right? Because it can trickle down and impact your children, your nieces and nephews, your grandchildren. It just goes on and on and on. And we live in such an amazing, exciting time where being able to create online businesses, it's unbelievable. I mean, people didn't have this privilege, a couple decades ago, even a decade ago, things were so different. So we really, really are lucky that we are able to do this. So deep breath, reminder that we are already so lucky that we are able to do this. And even if you're not, because I know that there's some people who are listening who are not business owners. Maybe you are working in corporate America, but you have that mentality of like wanting more. You want to elevate yourself. This also applies to you. And I just don't want you to forget that. I don't want you to forget that. I don't want you to forget that we have this gift of, connectivity, being able to connect to so many people all over the world at any time. So those are the two biggest takeaways that I want you to have. One is that start with your self-care. Start with you, put yourself first. And number two, what is it that you really want to create in your business and in your life? And make sure that your business can fit into that lifestyle and not the other way around, because that's when you can get into some trouble. That's where you get into, those never-ending stressful weeks. Because, hey, you know what? Stressful days are going to happen, but it's up to you if they turn into weeks and weeks and months and years. And then it's, is it even worth it to be a business owner? So I hope that this message resonates with you. I have so much more coming for you. I have some exciting plans for my business. So as you already know, I offer podcast launch support where we help, we can help you launch your podcast from scratch. You just have to know, you have to have your ideal audience already intact, right? You already know who you want to help. You already have a proven offer, and you just want to create your own platform to share your message with others. So we do that. We also offer the ongoing management of the podcast. So we help you with, editing your audio, writing your show notes, writing SEO-friendly blogs, and all the different marketing pieces to help you promote your show each week. And then I have some exciting things coming up too. Oh, and I also created a Done With You program, which is, it's kind of like a course, but you also get one-on-one calls with me. So you basically have modules where you do the work step by step to launch your podcast on your own, but you have access to me to ask me any questions as you go through the work. So yes, stay tuned. If you have been thinking about launching your own podcast, or if you have a podcast and you're ready to hand off the management duties because you are ready to step into that CEO role and just focus on your unique brilliance, then definitely reach out to me. You can go to my Instagram, which is Julia M. Hickman. You can find me on Facebook and send me a DM. Those are the two best ways to reach me. And we also always have a link to book a call with me in the show notes, so you can also do that. So thank you again for being here with me today. And yes, I'm so excited to share some more exciting things with you. Stay tuned to keep learning how to grow a business that lights you up, and remember that your business should fit into your lifestyle and not the other way around. So happy New Year, and I will see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Elevated Femmes movement. I would love to hear your thoughts on the podcast, so please leave us a review. If you know someone who could benefit from the episodes on the show, please share it with them. We need more women elevating to their highest potential, enjoying all the great things in life, having plenty of time freedom for their children and loved ones, while doing things smarter and not harder, and growing a business that improves, not consumes their life. To connect with me and download my free resources, please go to www.juliamhickman.com.